Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Oh, there's something written here.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Hey-o! This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Is aught amiss hereabouts?
Off we trot.
Suppose I ought to earn
This is no good.
Can't let myself get distracted.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
Peril can result from their movements and caution.
One must take pride in their charge.
Can't let myself get distracted.
I've been on my feet all day.
Precious little
My
time.
legs are in lead.
It falls on me to resolve this.
It is well tiring being so alert all day long.
It's been a hard day.
Suppose I ought.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
It would seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Polishing my armor
I'm
can be
in
a
no
One must
hurry
take
to
pride in their charge.
So tight. I'd get just about anywhere.
Look, yonder, toward the sea. I espy a distant shore, a land untravelled.
What awaits us there? I am burst in to find out.
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Now
on my
here's a
feet.
welcome sight.
Is aught amiss hereabouts?
This is no
know if aught goes awry.
One couldn't ask for better weather. I've high hopes for today's adventure.
One would think we are on our way to a picnic to hear you talk.
Right you are.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Indeed. I'd not expected things to be easy. This is looking rather hopeless.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
We've got goblins!
I suppose I'll handle this.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. What?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
There are few places. It will know if aught goes awry.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Still in the fight!
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
It's well tiring being so alert all day long.
What?
So stiff.
Stand strong!
Wrong move.
A victory!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
We'll yet! Stand strong! That's quite enough.
You'll not live.
Well done.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Strike true, lest the beast leave.
I cannot help but be wary.
Gah. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
One must take pride in the child.
Well, this is no good. I can't let myself get distracted.
Suppose I ought check the wheels before we depart.
My back's so stiff after it.
It's well tiring being so alert all day long.
What is the meaning of this?
Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory.
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
I must stand firm.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
We'll pull through yet!
That's it.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Not an inkling of what to do. places.
It's been a hard day.
I must earn.
Well,
Strong!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Is a welcome sight.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like.
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Think nothing of it.
Not a bad idea.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
At last, a chance to use this. Watch out! A foe is coming for you, Arisen!
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
You'll not live to regret this.
Nolwende mort isiro, nun fear ananduin.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
'Tis as you say.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve will get as far with one of this lot.
Understood. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Your magics have faded and must be recast.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
eyes on this!
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
A lantern would serve us well here. How's that?
Much obliged.
That's quite the drop.
Would be quite painful were we to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck. Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Goblins, Master!
Naught like a curative to fill one with bib.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy. A meager challenge if I ever saw one. This'll be over in moments.
Right you are.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Off we go, then.
Ready to forge on?
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Douse the flames before it is too late. This should be of use.
A blow to the heart could end the beast.
Stilling its pulse is no new feat, but it can be done.
Its heart lies there. Right now!
I grant you life in its fangs. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
There's no great shock to me.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it in another world. Shall I show it to you?
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Display of skill.
Where that came from.
Well said. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
At last, a chance to use this. Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
And I take the rest.
Blood.
Turn out your puppets!
I'm hard pressed. I need help.
A well-organized pack is my speciality. I'll see to it your burdens are shared.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I suppose 'tis so.
I'll turn you into a pit cushion! I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Here, strike with lightning on your side.
would seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
No quarrel here.
I swear we just passed this way.
We're lost, plain and simple. We ought to retrace our steps.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. Feast your eyes on this!
A smashing success!
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
So hungry.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
If you would.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labor.
Our skills are polished and our hearts are true. Glorious victory awaits.
We ought to proceed with caution. There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
Where? The undead?
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Be sure to aim true.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand. There's no debilitation that curatives cannot mend.
Never be friends. We all have our moments.
We can ill afford. Oh, come with the head so faster.
I grant you lightning span.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. I'll save you!
Glad to see you have the matter in hand. Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well? There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
So,
What did you do to provoke it? It was most unwise.
Forgive me, I could not help but laugh.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
It is as you say.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
Let us see what you're made of.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. Try not to get it, lest all that vim go to waste.
Spiders? Oh, 'tis a dreadful fright when they appear so suddenly. Perhaps 'tis best to live and let live.
Shall I give it its comeuppance?
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
What I wouldn't give for a map. particularly one that can tell us where all the treasure lies.
By your leave.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
You'll not live to regret this.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I suppose 'tis so. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. Wolves! There!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
shan't allow any further harm to come to you. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Well, well. Commonly surprised.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
What a view! Oh, I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
Right you are.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
We might better observe our surroundings if we had a lantern lit. That's better. I don't much like the dark.
I'm in your debt.
Tis a ballista arisen.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt it would catch our foes unawares.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. We might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say. It's views such as this that make a journey worthwhile.
Could be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
It's no great shock to me.
A lantern would serve us well here. How's that?
Much obliged.
draws near.
Ice attacks would only be to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
This brute has quite the temper.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Feast your eyes on this! Stay right there. I'll be with you in a trice.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Ballista is a ranged weapon.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt it would catch our foes unawares.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
'Tis as you say.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Some of our foes excel at attacking from a distance. Handle them first, lest they unleash their volleys on our heads.
No quarrel here.
Many thanks. This is for you.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Be sure to aim true.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Well, hello there, sir. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again?
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us hope it is not mere frippery.
Sir, pray tell me, have you found Rog? Oh, I see. All I know is that he was last spotted near the flower bed afore those monsters set at that boy. I come to think of it, I recall him saying, "What's the world coming to?" Oh, Rog, there's naught I...
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
Might try my hand at a new trade.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick...
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
The Jadeite orb is safely in hand.
What am I to do?
Watchful eyes can deter. Sleep on my woe may have...
Well, this is no good.
I can't let myself get distracted.
Off we trot.
The flowers that bloom around here, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
You'll never believe this, but the other day I saw an elf.
Aye, I met Roger. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him. He would say no more than 'twas yet no sooner had I charged to his aid. Poor lad. Pray help him if you can.
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, you see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. I trust old Ibrahim's eye.
Follow my lead.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title. My partners shall be most... You have certainly earned your reward, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Time to get to work.
my wares?